up, everybody? Thanks for joining me on these analysis. We're going to be looking at SOFI today. As you can see, we're looking very good. We've been trending sideways. We had our deviation to the downside, and we're back within this range here. We're essentially at the same price that we were sitting at November 18th when the market was in peak euphoria as a whole, and we did make it up here January 21st. We made it up to about 18.31, and then we sold off. But we're pretty much right back where we were in November, which is a nice sign. Nice V-shaped recovery, aggressive move to the upside. We had a inverse head and shoulder play out. Very, very nice. As you can see here, you have your shoulder, your head, and then you can see, depends on which one you want to take it to, but go there, and then it is complete. We spoke about it in the last video, saying that it would be complete around this area. And it is complete. So the measured move would be roughly like that, and you can measure it out to much higher prices, sitting almost at $24. Not financial advice, but that's just how TA works. So it is a very bullish sign, but at the same time, we do need to break through the upper part of this channel, which is sitting here at 1650 to about 1680. So I would imagine that we continue to chop, and then we're going to make a decision whether we want to break to the upside, retest, and push up higher, or we will continue to chop and then break back down and then find this level once again. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's the first scenario. We chop and we break out, retest, and then we break these levels at 1840 to about $18, and then we can push up higher. Right now, price action is looking very good. We have bullish patterns playing out on multiple time frames, so this is looking very nice right now. And in terms of the SMA, we broke above our 20. We got our bounce off the 50. We broke underneath it, bounced back up, pushing very bullish. And on the daily, you can see we're holding above all three as well. The 50 just pushed above the 200, and the 20s riding slightly underneath price. And this thing is just pushing up very, very aggressively. We have a nice little push up here. The 20 and the 50 pushed above the 200, and the 20 just supported price here. Tuesday and Wednesday, we got a nice move here on the 4-hour. On the weekly RSI, we had a nice little bull flag being played out, and now it's pushing up higher. We're holding above our yellow moving average, and we're halfway between the midpoint and to overbought territory. So I can imagine this thing continues to ride higher, and we can see overbought territory for a nice extended move. And here as well, we are creating higher highs and higher lows. A nice pattern playing out. We're holding that trend line very well, and we are above the yellow moving average, and we are trying to make our way back to that 70 mark. Maybe find a little bit of resistance here at 68 or so on the RSI, but ultimately breaking that 70 mark eventually. But this is showing a lot of strength for a sustainable move to the upside. And here on the 4-hour, it's exactly the same. A nice upward sloping trend line and pushing towards that 70 mark. On the MACD, we got our flip. The red flipped back green, lost all the momentum to the downside, and now we're building momentum to the upside with volume. And we got the blue flipping above the orange, looking very bullish. So the start of a great move. It's a great sign right there. And here, we had a bull flag play out, and it should start pushing much higher at 0.54. Once you break that, then the bull flag is really going to start to kick in effect, and we could probably start to see some momentum here on the upside here on the MACD. And with the 4-hour kind of in the same spot, we did take a dip down to the neutral level, and then we got the blue flip above the orange and created a bull flag, and we will break that at about 0.4031, and then I can imagine seeing some green candles flipping and creating some momentum like this one here and like this here. Overall, the chart is extremely bullish. Momentum is very bullish. This is something that you want to have in your portfolio for the next 5, 10, 15 years. It's a long-term mindset that you need to have with SOFI. You're doing a lot of great things, innovating. Pretty nice industry to be in right now. So with all the technology, the technological booms, this is a good thing to have in your portfolio, not financial advice. And when you take a look here, We got our push all the way down to 786 and a sharp move up. We are sitting right underneath the 236. Once we get above that, that's going to be a key level where we can bounce and push up higher and eventually break this entire model here, and then we can start looking at new levels to look at. Then we'll start thinking about that inverse head and shoulders and that target sitting at 24 bucks and pushing to this key level of resistance that we'll find at higher prices sitting at around $24. That's exactly where the inverse head and shoulders takes us. So that would be a key level of resistance, and once you break that, you can get a very aggressive move to the upside. But that's pretty much our ceiling right here once we start making our aggressive move to the upside. This is very bullish right now. I could see this going much higher and playing at the top of this channel here. Like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.